Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. It's the Bowling Green Falcons and the North Dakota State Bison. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The ball is teed up, and the Bison ready to kick it away and get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him in. It's Clay. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, BG. A great catch and run for 6.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the run, it's Scott. At the 35, he's open. To running room. Past the 20. He's at the touchdown, North Dakota State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Catches it inside his 20, chance to really gain some ground. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Going for it all. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. fakes the grab. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Running inside, it's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Here's a Heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Rush is on him. Working on the right. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the 1st quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll try it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run, and nothing doing.
And we've talked about this.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He might want another play. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Throwing Moore. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Trying the left side. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Moore. Going downfield for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Using his legs, it's Hill. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Alabama quickly back to the line. Mack. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Now here's more. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate...
Looking long. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the move, it's Hill. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll go play action with Mack. Finds the tight end. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver line...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Dante Moore throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for room. It's Hill. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Austin Mack. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's 2nd and long. They believe they can run right here. There's some room. Drills him with a stiff arm. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Dangerous throw there. This knocked down and incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing Mack. Finds us back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Showing off the arm. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving.
Nice job going for it on 4th down. You pick up the first. You've got the ball at the 1-yard line. Let's just run the ball again right here.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Mack. He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Power ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick release by the QB. Breaks into the open. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the run, it's Riley. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Alabama quickly back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll go play action with Matt. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They'll try the left side. Runs through the tackle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd and inch is a really good time to take a shot. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Could be an alley. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to run, it's Riley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Austin Mack. Swings it out to his running back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's more to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. They'll go play action with Moore. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up fourth, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. The Ducks will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half. So
makes a grab and room to run. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
that is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Throwing Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders players in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Mack. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
They're trying to hit the angle route to the running back coming out of the backfield. It's a good route, but the running back couldn't make the catch.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Back to pass, it's Mack. Got his man. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pressure coming. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Austin Mack. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. Working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position for Water.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Shakes off the defender. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. It'll be third and long. Throwing Mack. And here's the third interception of the night. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. It's been hard enough to slow down these guys on this drive. Now the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Mack. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open. But man-to-man, I like my chances of a running back versus a linebacker. So nice job by the quarterback. Nice job by the running back.
Looking for room. It's Hill. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the option, he'll pitch it. Breaks the tackle. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. one more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Russell from the gun on third down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for once.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Moore. Trying to get behind the defense. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long there.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late.
Easy, easy, easy. Opposite.
Throwing Russell. Under fire. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making checks. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Throwing more. Snagged out in the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Quarterback may change this route. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. On the option. The pitch. Got enough for the 1st. Here's a little room there. Rams him with the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the...